WizKay trying to kite away, but the Abomination Limb gripping everyone in. Everybody's going to get cleaved up. Absurge gets whipped in. Double stun comes in. This could be the ice block from WizKay. Mirror images trade out to avoid a little bit of damage. Full kidney shot now on Roasties. Sap over on Zach. He's forced to trade. Nicely done there by Peekaboo, sapping it, and it looks like he's actually going to get taken down. It gets dropped. Peekaboo making such beautiful plays there. Gets the blind onto Zach. Zach forced a trinket into a Garrote silence. The smoke bomb drops down. The anti-magic zone, too little, too late. And Golden Guardians with the assassination rogue. They make it work, and they're back in this series.
This setup here was actually really nice. WizKay just fireballing here, getting his combustion. You can see it's a couple of seconds left on that one right there. And this is the combustion vendetta combo here. This is very deadly damage here. And you're going to see here Peekaboo sidestepping that Cinder Ghost. That goes for the blind here. And here we go. There's the kidney shot. There's the Envenom with the vendetta. And WizKay really holding on to that combustion lay here. And they just get that Garrote silence out of the blind into the smoke bomb, and that WizKay with that late combust Zaryu TM coming in there and getting his team to win there with that vendetta damage as well. Very interesting. And also look at that damage from Peekaboo on the assassination rogue. Not super high.
Yeah,
there,
what are you talking? Wait, what are you talking about? Look at that. What are you talking?
Why did they win?
I think he's running the big Envenom crit, and then they just didn't respond. Absurge's lobbying damage. WizKay is soloing Floormat at the moment. Zach's struggling. Peekaboo stuns him up, goes for the smoke bomb play. Floormat gets out of it, blinking, but it's combustion. It's a huge amount of damage from WizKay, and we see Floormat trying to position far in the back line and force Peekaboo away. They net trinket and sacrifice. It's back and forth between these teams in Game 5.
Definitely is. This strategy adaptation of going after Peekaboo is key for Hamsters and Hares. Floormat is unfortunately going to have to use his ice block. A sap on Zach. Things are looking great here for Golden Guardians. There's no ice block. There's no cauterize. Peekaboo gets another sap. What can he do? Garrote silence comes in. Zach unfortunately missing the War Stomp. Floormat in a lot of trouble. He gets low. Zach, he needs some heals. Gets caught into a stun. Divine Shield. Seed! Sees an egg. Can they take down the seed? The reverse sweep. Can they just need a bit more damage? It's
no way!
They crush it! Golden Guardians! The assassination rogue. Look at Piku. He cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. They managed to bring in this specialization. No one is playing. This is, what is this? Is this Battle for Azeroth? I mean, Golden Guardians coming back with the assassination rogue Fire Mage, Paladin, reverse sweep. And man, that is looking good. I'm curious to see how far they can take this. Using the Night Phase Soulshape to get behind the pillar and line of sight. Very popular choice right now with the Subtlety Rogue, allowing them to get out of line of sight and get these resets a little bit more often. Double Fear coming in. They're going after Piff. Big mind games. Can they crush him? Looks like Piff might be able to keep himself alive. Polymorph on Born Good, but Piff has traded out basically his entire defensive arsenal. Is caught to a mind control. It gets stopped. But Piff still on the run. Shadowy Duel comes in from Aiden. Is there any more crowd control on Born Good? Born Good's going to be smashing potentially the sacrifice to get that healing, but looks like he will be fine with the Divine. It's going to be Aiden who might get absolutely deleted through Powered Barrier. Are you kidding me? Dippy and Piff say, no way, shut it down.
Being Gnome is actually the bigger feed, I think, from Unitas. Not you get out of every Solar Beam. I can imagine maybe he didn't know what comp they're going to play in Game 1, so he picked what could be most consistent. If he hasn't switched to Gnome, though, it's a big mistake. They're setting up on Born Good. They crowd control the Warrior. It looks clean. Perfect go!
There we go.
That's it! Unitas put another point on the board, and Oxygen is a Gnome. Oxygen's not trolling. They're patient. Corlick is waiting. They want to make sure that there's no defense here. Ceruleum looks to be the target for Nick here. Jamili, Dragon's Breath, Prev away, protecting Corlick, but ultimately Ceruleum blinking in. They're swapping maybe? No, Jamili getting hammered on. Huge pressure. They proc Wild Seed through pain suppression. Big heals come. Not enough. It's not enough. Jamili is absolutely going to get crushed.
Wow. I mean, that was insane. Was that Mind Games on the Cauterize?
Yeah.
That was. So there was the Mind Games on the Cauterize, and as you know, you get confused when you have Mind Games on you, so instead of your Cauterize actually healing you, you basically don't really get much of an effect from it at all.
As well as Peekaboo already training out his evasion, I would say C9 are ahead in cooldowns. They're going after Snuts a lot more in this matchup, shutting down Wealthy Man a little bit more here. And I think a Warrior and an Astro training each other. I think the Warrior comes out ahead. And here goes the Stormbolt. Snuts looking for the damage. Peekaboo trinketing, shadow stepping defensively around the corner, looking for the restuff here. Can he find it? Snuts is all over him. He gets the heroic leap, and Peekaboo needs one more second. Abster still in the polymorph. How is he still alive? Looking for the restuff. I think he's actually going to get it. No, he doesn't. Rare mistake from Peekaboo. He gets the sacrifice, but it's overlapped with the vanish there. What an amazing play by Peekaboo to survive that situation.
Snuts is having a tough time connecting, looking like he's going to switch targets, go back to Jamili, and just focus on maximizing damage. That is the main advantage of the Warrior, is just this constant damage. So running Corlic out of mana will still be a threat. He doesn't want to fool around chasing Nick at the pillar for too long. Nick sets up a stun here on Cubsy. Oh my goodness, Snuts pre-fears the stun. Snuts is in the heads of Charlotte Phoenix here in game 1.
Yeah, pre-fears, pre-banners, pre-kiting, like doing a really good job so far on this Warrior.
Did steal his combustion a little bit earlier, and nice snipe on the Ring of Frost. Camilla in so much trouble. Corlic has no trinket. What are they gonna do here? Snuts actually used the spear, and that was trinket. And Nick charging through the War Banner, killing it. If they can get any more follow-up CC, this could straight up be the game. Jamili has Ice Block coming up in 8 seconds,
Fall.
5 seconds,
6 seconds, 5 seconds,
1 second, and there's a seed. Jamili is so close to getting his Ice Block, and that is going to be the game.
They perfected them! They perfected them! Cloud9 didn't have to use a thing. Cloud9 literally perfected Charlotte Phoenix in that third game.
But I was going to say, earlier when they almost killed Trill, Drain actually snuck away and managed to drink up to full mana. I do think that OTK still are just, generally speaking, going to be spending a lot less mana in this matchup. So for them, one of their win conditions is absolutely that mana. And Drake right now getting ripped to pieces here by Lord Mez on that DK. But now Trill in a lot of trouble. Sea-Doo, no way out of here. Trill could just die here. No defense. He ports away to safety. Sea-Doo still in crowd control. He paralyzes Drake. Touch of death range. Trill somehow, some way stays alive with that excellent kiting. Fist of Fury parry as well coming in here. What a close call. Trill had nothing. Sea-Doo had nothing. And the only reason why Trill is alive is because he ported. Oh! He might still be in a lot of trouble, Mez. Double blinding sleep. Sea-Doo gets a big heal. Drake trinketing out there. And Trill somehow, some way defies death once again, but he is still taking so much damage here. The pressure is immense from Kawaii.
Got him a little bit low, but Samayam is the one that's in big trouble. I mean, Sea-Doo, no trinket, nothing. He has no cooldowns left. Samayam at the same time, no ice block, no cauterize, super vulnerable. He does have his trinket, thankfully, so he won't find himself in that same situation we saw on the Grand. He might be able to actually break out of the sun. The Blessing Protection does come in. Samayam still incredibly low on health. It's overwhelming damage, and Samayam is looking like he will get dropped.
What?
Does come down. Can they keep
Sacrifice on the seed! Sack the seed. That seed is living.
There you go. Samayam's still alive. He's going to bounce back. They have another chance at life, but Sea-Doo's going to be taking a lot of damage from that sacrifice. And Samayam might just get dropped again. Are you kidding me? He's just got back to life, and he could get taken down again. There's no sacrifice. Polymorph on Sea-Doo. Kawaii looking for the double kill.
Double kill?
Kawai's. Are you kidding me?
What?
Are you kidding me? Kawaii just dominating OTK in these mirrors.
But now gets feared up on his Hammer of Justice. Knobbers looks like he gets Imp Dispelled out of that Hammer of Justice. Interesting build here from Walrix, trying to break up crowd control. Likely this single target strategy from Tegrity Damp is going to shift into multi-target, deeper into dampening. I could see them dotting Paladin, Mage, and Monk over the next couple of minutes and just focusing a ton of damage. Whoa! That's going to be a KO. Stormkeeper from Baka, and that's the kill. Integrity Damp take game 1.
There it is, the Stormkeeper, there's the Sky Fury, and here we go, Lava Burst, and there's the Stormkeeper trap as well. And that's just the Lava Burst lottery, just hitting the jackpot right there.
Netting important cooldowns here, but there's still more to work through. They don't have a lot of mana to do it with. Chaz pre-barriers the Hammer of Justice. Nice play from Chaz, the shield protecting his whole team during what could have been the kill. Triple Dragon's Breath out from Livin, trying to set up, but Ratapai gets stun locked here. Method are going for a Hail Mary play here. They have no mana left in the tank, but Frosty reads the situation, pre-fades the stun. Now a Ring of Frost on Waz. They could turn this around. Chaz into silence. They're trying to go after Thaisha. Chaz is basically working with nothing at this point, going for a YOLO Mind Games. That pockets the kill, and Method pull it off with nothing. 3-0.
Unbelievable. Chaz, no mana left. Frosty still had his Void Shift. Ratapai still had his Divine Shield, but Method just pushed the pace. I mean, you have to give them a lot of credit. It was not looking good for them in that situation.
The game is basically looking the same here for both sides. You know, both of them just trying to get an edge here on the hybrid, and whoever can do that first is going to be in a commanding positioning. Right now, it's looking like Relay, but they're Lontar with the Night Fade. Night Fae Soulshape. You can use that Night Fae Soulshape when you're silenced and when you're root beamed, and that is a beautiful counter here to Maro's Boom Kid. And Belay is gonna have to use his dispersion there anyway, but I like that Lontar's playing this, obviously. Unfortunately, and now he's just trying to punch him as he is disarmed. Maro now exiting out of that bear form, looking for some damage, potentially looking for a root beam, but there it is. There's the Night Fae Soulshape from Lontar once again. So every second beam, he's going to have that. And then he's going to have a trinket or a Night Fae for every single beam. So they need to try to force Lontar's trinket, maybe with Blizzo's Fear or something.
But Battlemaster Word of Glory with that Prot Paladin Legendary, the Reign of Ancient Kings, allows Mystic to survive. Nice spear getting value against that Soulshape of Maro. Really beautifully timed spear from Mercy. Trying to get some uptime here as Mystic's charging in on his Kodo. Asgrath in the stun. They're swapping Asgrath. I love these healer swaps. Asgrath breaks out with the human racial. Mystic now in the back foot and gets absolutely smacked by Z-Pie off to the side. No scopes him with a lightning bolt. Skill cap to you, go to match point.
Yeah, I mean, things aren't looking too bad for them at this point. Let's see, Ascendance comes in from Lontar as well. He's basically traded out all of his healing to keep his team alive. The pressure from skill cap to you is looking great. And this is what I'm talking about. I mean, this composition, they play it at such a high level, and it happens to be really strong right now. I don't remember any teams really going toe-to-toe with their Elemental Shaman, Fire Mage, Paladin. And Mercy right now is on the run, struggling to find any sort of counter pressure. Lots of interrupts here for Valet. Lots of crowd control on Lontar. Z-Pie is going to be pushing into the big Stormkeeper. Mercy's in so much trouble. He gets absolutely blasted, the grounding totem. The only reason why he's alive. That was such a close call once again on Mercy.
Is getting ready as you see that primordial wave on Livin. It could be a huge crack of damage here any moment. Ratify the target. Huge pressure. It's protection Paladin, legendary procs. Reign of Ancient Kings saves him, and he doesn't need to Divine Shield as a result. That legendary paying its weight in gold.
Unbelievable. Ratify barely holding on, but this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Ratify, once he uses his Divine Steed, he's able to get some ground and get the Hammer of Justice out that they need to get up their setups. But immediately after, you saw Livin, Frosty, Ratify just so snared. Look at them just waddling across the map right now. Walsh just loading them up with corruption and dots. The freedom's going to be big, but if Baka can purge it or get the lightning lasso on it, now they need to reposition. Beautiful fear coming in from Walrick, double Howl of Terror. Frosty rotting down low, 21% damp. Okay. What just happened? All right. Well, I guess that can happen. Yeah. I didn't even see that.
And Warwick is just sitting in everybody's face here, feeling very comfortable, just dipping out the damage, doing what he can on that Affliction Warlock. Frosty forced into the dispersion. Ratify with a big Divine Favor heal. Doesn't actually get it off. Livin! Might need to Ice Block! And he's going to use it right there, Venruki. That's it. Super discard.
Oh, Hammer of Justice, Divine Shield. Everyone is rotting down. Frosty's trying to turn it around with a Psychic Scream. They need to kill Fnobbers here and now. They need to pull off the one-shot wonder. Will they do it? They do. What? They were on their heels there. 0 mana, no defense left. They just banked everything on that kill. Found an opening and took it. Blast Wave Bros go to match point. Trainer repositioning to the outskirts of the map. They're forced to swap back here on the Trend. Trend just going to die by the sword and stay ahead of the damage. Lone Target's interrupted. An opportunity. Mystic is silenced. He can't use Word of Glory. Rallying Cry comes in from Mercy in the back line, boosting the health here. But a full Polymorph, I think, lands on the Lone Tar. Mystic has a Divine Shield. Is there a Shatter? Is Trend going to get a Shatter here? He gets the Shatter. Mystic is still down at half. Another Polymorph incoming. Mystic recovers with 3 Word of Glories back to back there. Lone Tar trinketed, though, as well. Mystic's charging in. Drainer pre-steeds the Hodge, I think, trying to kite away. And with that pre-steed, he avoids that main crowd control that would have otherwise been his life at that moment in time. Mystic at this point is probably more than irritated. Running down Drainer. Drainer mounting up again on the steed. Double stun. Beautiful crowd control. Creator taking it to game 5.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Snobbers trades out the sacrifice, but Snobbers completely at this point. They might just have done it here, man. They might have just done it. I don't know. Drainer trading out his bubble. Can he get a few more Word of Glory? Trend is so low. Sazai's so low, but he has the cauterize. He blinks in. He stops Snobbers on the drink, and this one is coming out to the very last second here, Sid.
Magic Bob comes up in 1 second here to answer the Dark Soul double Howl of Terror. They can't believe it. Integrity Damp, I don't think can believe that Creed are still alive at this point, but there's 0 mana left for Fnobbers. If they somehow recover from the situation, they could still win. They bop Walrix, they stun the bop, they shatter the bop. Zot's rooted behind the pillar. Saza repositions, Drainer's charging in, but he's so low on health, I don't think he's gonna survive. As Avenging Wrath comes off cooldown, literally 1 second before he was about to die. Zot is interrupted, big Word of Glory's coming in. Trend barely hangs on. Now combustion, they did it! They actually did it! They managed to recover and make the Prot dream a reality in game number 1.
Look at Drainer's healing. He did 2 million healing. Fnobbers did 1.2. He doubled the Holy Paladin's healing. What?
Man.
And Drainer actually had to trinket that Ring of Frost there. Tessia sniping out the invisible ring right there around the corner. And Drainer trinkets into a silence by Zuni. But I actually don't like the comp that Method brought right now that much, because they don't have that big punch. And I feel like when you bring something that's kind of a little bit slower, such as a Shadow Priest, that's what the Prot wants. That's going to allow him to get his wings back. It's going to allow him to rotate through his defensives. And we all know the Prot is out-manaing a Holy Paladin any day he wants. Right now, Tren behind the pillar gets sniped with the Ring of Frost. There's the mind control as well. And oh, this is intelligent. Drainer's dead. Oh my goodness, this setup. I love this setup. So this is what they did. They mind control Drainer. Then Chaz gives him a blessing of protection, putting him on forbearance. And then they one-shot him in a Hammer of Justice when he doesn't have his trinket. And actually, I was talking about a team playing Shatter in NA last weekend, and I said I wanted to see that setup, that method. They pull it off, and it looks beautiful.